Hello, and welcome to Stretching the Word. I'm your host, Sister Valerie. And not today, devil, just not this year. Today, we're going to be talking about wash or washing. So, when you wash or you're washing something, that's an attempt to remove dirt, grime, or whatever it is that is stuck on to an object. So, there's also washing in the Bible. So, we're going to talk about first our hands. And in this situation that we're in with all of these germs floating around, the first thing they holler is, make sure you wash your hands. 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 That's all you hear. If you're not washing them with regular soap and water, then they want you to use the sanitizing liquid. So let's see what the Bible has to say. Because this is an age-old thing. It hasn't just started now about washing your hands. You know, the debate to wash and not to wash. And we always taught when we were children, you know, you come in from playing or whenever you get ready to have anything to eat or go in the refrigerator, you was taught, wash your hands. So it's nothing new under the sun. But let's take a look and see what the Bible has to say about hand washing. We're going to go to Matthew, the 15th chapter. And I'm going to just read one verse. But of course, feel free to read as many verses as you desire. But Matthew 15:1 says, then some Pharisees and scribes, and we know the Pharisees and scribes, you know, they was, quote unquote, supposed to be the religious sect of the day. So they came to Jesus from Jerusalem and asked, why do your disciples break the tradition of the elders? They do not wash their hands before their eating. So here we have the disciples, the followers of Christ. They sat down to eat and they didn't wash their hands. Well, this was taboo. Now, you want to talk about a sin. This was a real sin to the Pharisees and the scribes because they was caught up in ritual. And they made a whole big ceremonial deal out of washing their hands and washing the plates and washing everything before they ate. So to them, this was really a sin that the disciples had committed. And they was always trying to catch Jesus up. Anyway, you know, like, no, he ain't doing good. They was always trying to nitpick and find something wrong that him or his disciples were doing. So they really thought they had Jesus, you know. Well, you know, this is our tradition and we've been doing this for age-old years and, you know, here you supposed to be so pure and you supposed to be so holy. But your disciples, they don't even wash their hands before they eat. They breaking the tradition of me. Well, second verse, Jesus had an answer. But I'm not going to read all of it. I'll just paraphrase. And Jesus was like, well, hey, you know what? You say they breaking the tradition of men, but you guys break my commandments every day. So that didn't shut them up, of course, because, you know, they was argumentative. But my point is, we worry about the small things. Yes, it is an important factor to wash your hands. But in the spiritual realm, why are you washing your hands and you're not concerned about the things that come out of your heart? And that's what it's all about. Because yes, You wash your hands to get the visible dirt off of them. But God sees your heart. He sees the dirt that's inside of you. He sees all the evil and the mischievousness and all the maliciousness and everything that's in your heart, because he knows the intent of your heart. And then also there's a scripture that says, don't have blood on your hands. You said, don't have blood. I'm not walking around with no blood on my hands. Well, in other words, what they're saying is, don't be a stumbling block before nobody, because people are watching you. And sometimes people, they'll be right at the threshold of turning their life over to the Lord, and bam, you'll do something stupid. You'll say something stupid. And that'll turn them off from wanting to become a follower of Christ. And then their salvation, because you hindered it and they changed their mind, now that's what they mean when they say, don't have nobody's blood on your hands. So even though you can't see it because of your actions, they decided not to make Jesus their Lord and Savior. So now you're accountable for their soul. So it's not about the washing of our hands as it is so much the washing of our hearts, because God sees your heart.